Hi, welcome to Mindful Every Day. This is Jacq Thompson. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Mindful Every Day. My name's Jacq Thompson and I'm a teacher with DeRose Meditation in New York. So thank you so much for joining me today. I wanted to talk about my thoughts on the film The Social Dilemma. It's a really fascinating film, a documentary. If you haven't seen it already, then I recommend that you make the time to catch up with it, because there are a lot of really interesting insights into how we are, where we are now with social media being such a massive part of our day-to-day lives. I want to share at first my personal experience, which is a positive one, because if it wasn't for me responding to a post on Instagram, I wouldn't be here talking with you today, because it was through that post I met my teacher, John Chisenhall, who you can see on this channel, and the rest, as they say, is history. There are, however, some real and pressing concerns about the effect of our usage of social media on our mental health, the effects it has on our society as a whole, and also the way in which it can manipulate the global community. So we do need to learn how to use it, to recognize what's healthy and mindful behavior around social media usage, and that really to understand that not all information is necessarily fact. So how do we start to create a healthy, useful relationship with social media, one where we're finding the inspiration, connecting us with people who add to our lives, and that we can share information with them, and it becomes a positive force for growth, for learning, and for inspiration. So I'm going to share with you 5 tips that help me to keep everything in check, to make sure that I'm being mindful about my social media. The first one is to check the facts and the sources of the information before you digest it, before you share it. Just as if you were studying, you would check many different sources to check that that information adds up. The second is to set a timer on your phone. So the timer that you just, you use every day, you set it for 10, 15, 20 minutes. The timer goes off. That's it, time's up, and you move on to the next task in your day. The third tip is to be intentional with your usage. So know why you're going on, whether it's to share a post or to connect with people in your network. It's not just sitting, scrolling. You are there for a purpose, and that hours aren't just vanishing. The fourth tip, and this is really interesting because everybody says so in the film, that you should really turn off notifications so that you're not getting dispersed with bells, whistles, banners and all these kind of notifications. So turn off your notifications. The fifth tip is to think of the time that you spend online, balancing with the time that you spend with people in real time in your life. So like it scales, balancing it, making sure that if you're spending 20 minutes online, that you're then spending focused attention with the people in your life, whether that's having dinner, having a conversation, sharing a tea, making sure that you're present for your people, and that you're enjoying your life. So I hope that that's been useful, that it's been interesting for you. I would ask you to share your experiences of social media, what you enjoy, things that you maybe have picked up from this, the tips that I shared with you. And please do remain tuned in for another episode of Mindful Every Day. It's been a pleasure to talk to you. Have a great day. Bye for now.